Ted, when you started making really good money in wrestling, what was a big ticket item that you purchased for yourself?
Oh my gosh. Um, well, my wife and I have lived here in Mississippi like for 43 years now. And our first home was in a nice little neighborhood, in a suburb of Jackson, Mississippi. And then it's kind of like, then we went to another one, another home in another neighborhood. It's almost like the progression. And I guess, once I became the $1 million man, the the third home that we bought or not bought, built, was probably one of the, because now I'm the $1 million man, and this is in a very nice neighborhood. It was a 2-story. Oh my gosh, I don't know what, I can't remember the footage, but the master bedroom was downstairs, four bedrooms and a game room upstairs,
All right.
and my office was just off the front door on the right when you come in the house, and it was, yeah, and a pretty fair sized swimming pool in the backyard.
Man, getting to live like the $1 million man a little bit, but it's got to be weird as a wrestler when you buy a home and it's like, okay, we did it, we bought our dream home. Anyways, I'll see you in 2 months or whatever, because you're back on the road again.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
it's got to be hard for you.
Yeah, and again, a lot of those things, I wanted to make sure that my wife was not only comfortable, but it was in a nice, safe neighborhood, no trouble. And it was kind of like when you turn into this neighborhood, it's like this, maybe I'd say a quarter of a mile from the highway. And when you get back there and you make the first turn into the neighborhood, that first long, it's just like a quarter of a mile. So, and then you're in this really nice neighborhood with big houses everywhere. So,
Man, good spot.
wanted to make sure that Mama was taken care of well.
Now, speaking of you being on the road and not really kind of getting to enjoy the fruits of your labor all the time, just because it was work, work, work back in those days. Like, how difficult was it for you? You had some young kids. Like, how difficult was it for you to, say, well, sorry guys, I have to go to the airport, because kids are inevitably going to ask, like, hey, when are you going to be home again? And you
Yeah.
say, like, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks, 4 weeks,
Yeah. Well, yeah, that was hard. I mean, and I can tell you that, but my commitment to my boys, I mean, I can remember when they started, my boys got into soccer, and then later, I think Teddy played quarterback on the football team for a little while, but their big sport was soccer. And I don't know, just the Clinton community is like, you would think, okay, football, basketball, baseball, but soccer. But Clinton, Mississippi is known for its soccer teams, and so my boys played soccer. And I can remember, I can remember flying home from Los Angeles on a red eye. Left LA at midnight and flew to Atlanta. Got off one plane and then flew back to Jackson, because you're coming from the West Coast. You fly right over Mississippi to Atlanta, and then fly back. And I would get home like maybe 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm wiped out. But if they had a soccer game or any game, I was there. I mean, I would get in my car, instead of driving home and going to sleep, I went straight to the soccer game. So I wanted my boys to know that whenever I could be there, I was going to be there.
Man,
And,
good for you.
I think I did a pretty good job.
Man, incredible sacrifices as a parent, and yeah, good to hear, because I'm sure that not a lot of guys felt the same way. They just want to get home and rest for a day or two before they got to get back out on the road. But man, putting the effort in, despite not being able to be home all the time, that's what being a dad is, man. Good for you.
Yeah. Yep.